What up, guys? So I got a question about what the difference is between a key lock and Americana. So let me show you. So first off, the key lock. We're in side control. Could do this from mount. I'm gonna grab the wrist, isolate the shoulder by placing my elbow down, palm to the mat, grab the wrist, force it down, get the finish, okay? So it's the key lock. The Americana, check it out. Grab the wrist, put the elbow down to the neck, palm to the mat, isolate, and finish. Did you see the difference there? It's the same damn move. The term Americana comes from Bob Anderson. He was a wrestler that was training with Holmes Gracie. He was using the technique, and a lot of the techniques, the jiu-jitsu naming system's pretty wild and all over the place anyway, but a lot of our names for techniques come from the people that sort of use them or that exposed those techniques. So you have the Americana, Bob Anderson. You have the Darce choke as an example, Joe DRC, so maybe it technically should be the DRC choke. And then you have things like the Kimura, very traditionally called the Kimura, which comes from Masahiko Kimura, who used technique on Ailey Gracie. You have the De La Riva guard, all kinds of stuff like that. But the Americana and the key lock, it's the same technique, just a different name. And again, a lot of people in jiu-jitsu, you're gonna find this, especially if you're newer, which I imagine that question came from a newer person. Your coach, me, a lot of other people may have the same technique and completely different names for it, just the way that it is. So if you get a little overwhelmed in the beginning with the naming system, don't worry about it too much. Just, as long as you know what you're doing and you know what your coach is calling out to you, that's all that really matters. But that is the difference or the lack thereof of an Americana and a key lock.